All right, everybody, welcome back. It's been a while, well, for you guys, but we're back on the muskie hunt. I actually was out here last week. It's been about 4 hours casting around, and I only got one follow. Seemed like a lot of the fish weren't real shallow or aggressive, but the air temps were cooler than the water temps, and it was really sunny. I mean, it's pretty sunny today. We got a little bit of cloud cover, but air temps are warmer, and I'm hopeful that that's going to lead to a little bit of musky magic. Water temps are in the 60s still, but I'm hopeful that some of those fish are going to be a bit more shallow and aggressive, and hopefully we have a bit more action we have last week. But also to increase my chances, I spent some time and I caught some bait-sized bluegill. I got one on that rod right now. It's got a 1 ounce weight on it, and then a wire leader to a treble with a bluegill on it. But hopefully we can come up here and cast around for a while, hit a few high percentage locations, and hopefully make some musky magic happen. So come along. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. All right, guys, I was about to change lures. I just pulled up to the second spot out here off this island. I was about to change, battery died. I was gonna swap over to dang, I didn't want to kick that thing on. I was about to switch over to an A-rig, and we hooked into something on the Shad Rap, Super Shad Rap 13 on the last cast. Oh, sorry I didn't have the catch on camera, but it feels like a good fish, but you'll have to forgive me. It's been a long time since I caught a muskie, so it may just be a decent one, but it feels like a good fish. It's really staying down. Big head shakes. Oh yeah, it's a good fish. This is a really nice one. I got a brand new muskie net, and he crushed that thing. He just crushed that Super Shad Rap 13. That is awesome. Should have had my net ready. That's my mistake. This is a really big one. This is my biggest muskie ever, no doubt about it. Oh my goodness, what a tank. What a freaking tank. Holy cow. All right, let's leave him in the water. Let me grab my pliers. All right, she's free. She's free, she's just in the net. 0. That is it's a 39 and a half. It's not quite 40, but it is a 39 and a half inch muskie. Beautiful fish. Look at that tank. What a pretty fish. So what an awesome fish. New PB for me. By far the heaviest fish I've ever caught, but the longest one by 1.5 inches. Let's get her back in the water. Whoa. Well, I was gonna help her out, but she just took off in a hurry. What a fun fish. Woo, guys, musky success, man. It feels so good. I've probably been out here fishing, only 6 hours or so, but so far this year fishing for muskies. But man, even 6 hours without a fish, when you're used to crappie or bass fishing, is a long time. So to get one on the boat feels so good. Whew, that was a pretty fish. Let's see if we can find another one. Guys, the good news is my Shad Rap looks okay too. I do a little extra with these Shad Raps. I put I coat them in 5-minute epoxy. They're not super cheap lures. They're not expensive by muskie. I've got one tooth mark in it, but not expensive by muskie standards by any stretch of the imagination. But they're not super cheap, and they're just foil wrap balsas, all they are pretty much. So after they get a couple teeth marks in them, they'll start to take on water, and I've had them split because of that. I have a few hanging on my net downstairs that have split, where a fish grabbed it and split this wire all the way out. Still got the fish, but definitely had to replace the bait. So if you guys want to use Shad Raps for this, I would definitely recommend adding some 5-minute epoxy to them. All right, guys, quick update. It's been a couple hours since we caught that fish. Throwing around some blades, throwing around the A-rig, went back to the old trusty here, the Super Shad Rap, but no action, no follows, no fish. So we came back to where it started. Usually I have pretty good luck up in here in this little cove. Hopefully If I can stay out of the trees, we'll get some kind of action. Ooh, there's one. That was a good one. Whew. Let's hope he goes down and gets my bluegill. What do you guys think? That was a good one. That was a fat one. There he came back. Came back for it. That's a good fish. He's in there. There's a few up here now. A few up here. There's a little one, a little bitty one. I don't know if I've ever seen one that small. I never caught one that small. Oh. There's a tree up there. There's that little one again. He's interested. He's interested. Hey guys, just one more thing on this Super Shad Rap 13. You can see this one here has a tooth mark there. Has some teeth mark back here. It has some teeth marks on this side as well. And then this, I caught a fish, big head shake, and it split out the tail. Still got the fish, but I think water, this foil is very thin, and then I think water gets in, kind of rots out this balsa wood inside, which is already a very, you know, a very soft wood. And then when you catch a fish, head shake, rips out the tail. So yeah, I would go ahead, I think, you know, clear coating, it just gives it that extra layer of protection that, you know, keeps stuff like that from happening. Hey guys, it was a fun day out there chasing muskies. It's always a good day muskie fishing, even if you just get one on the boat. And this one happened to be, you know, my personal best. Still trying to break that 40-inch mark. They just don't get really big down here. Water temp gets too hot in the summer, really speeds up their metabolism, really hurts their ability to grow. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. All the action came on that Super Shad Rap 13. I threw around a Suic, the 9-inch weighted Suic. I did have some action on that the trip prior, but no action this time. Threw around blades, no action there, and I threw around the A-rig, nothing wanted it either. 4 falls and 1 fish on that Super Shad Rap 13. That thing is just a musky killer down here. I don't know what it is about it. But they seem to really gravitate towards that bait, at least in my experience. But I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, good luck, stay safe, and cheers.